cover, the bombs are coming down. A radiation shower will pour throughout your town. Hands over your head, keep low to the ground. Time to duck and cover, the bombs are coming down.
What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. Happy 2020. I have done my best to stay away from memeing the crazy shit going on in the world right now. But I just couldn't help myself. I feel like I've been like talking shit about people who've been making World War III memes and shit. And I literally just made an entire video and podcast about it. What's up, everybody? Hello. It feels so good right now to just be back. I look like in my face I lost weight. I could literally tell right now. I didn't even think about that. Wow. That's insane. I did lose weight. I lost over 10 pounds the last fucking 10 days that I was sick as fuck. What's up, Mikey? What's up, Juan? What's up, Cars? What's up, Via? What's up, everybody? What's up, Kyle? What's up, Serve? Everybody in chat. I have been sick at the sickest I've ever been. Probably, I don't know, maybe since I was young. Yeah. Since the most I've come close to it that I can even think about is when I had chicken pox when I was really, really young. And I think one other time when I was like 16, 17, but 29 years old and I have not been as sick as I was. It was crazy. I couldn't keep anything down. I was throwing up. I couldn't fucking sleep. I just couldn't like do anything. And it was definitely like I needed it. I know that's weird to say, but I needed it. I needed the fucking like to flush my system. What's up, Mikey? I see you. So yeah, it's definitely been a struggle the past 10 days. I didn't do a podcast the last 2 weeks. The first week I told you guys I probably wasn't going to just because I had family stuff going on. And then the second week, I just literally couldn't. There was no way. There was absolutely no way I was going to be able to do anything that day. I got really sick Thursday night, and which was Christmas night. I did a stream here with you guys, and Via says, talk about your tweet. I tweeted that I farted and it was so vile. I feel like all the bad vibes of 2019 came out. It did. It was gross. I'm literally like mucus and shit is just pouring out of my face. I'm shitting disgusting vile and farting disgusting vile. I'm just like releasing all this sickness still almost 2 weeks later. Well, a week and a half later. So it's been a trip. Thursday night, like I said, I got sick as fuck, and I had plans to go to my family's house and stuff on Christmas night and do stuff Friday night, and it was disgusting. So I'm back. I feel great. I feel like I am ready to take over the world. I feel like I'm just in such a better place, and I legitimately needed to get sick because I feel like I just needed it, honestly. I didn't smoke for 9 days. The last time I smoked was that Thursday that I got sick, and I didn't smoke again until last night, and I only smoked like a bowl, and I got fucking faded. So yeah, on top of getting sick, I didn't smoke for 9 days, and that was insane. That was like a really, really good time. I just got a lot of stuff done the last couple days that I've been even okay, like slightly okay. And I'm just in a good place right now. I just feel really happy and like excited. I feel like it's probably a very normal thing to like feel good, you know, after you get sick and you start to feel better. I feel like it's totally normal for people to be like, oh my God, I feel amazing right now, you know? I know for me, but to on top of not being sick anymore, but to be able to not smoke weed for 9 days, which is the most I've done since I was like 18. This feels really good, man. I'm in a great fucking place right now. I'm just feeling good. I'm so excited to be back here chilling with you guys and talking. I'm excited to get some content going, excited to record. I bought a new vocal isolator thing, which is like, it's like this like big like little barrier. It's like big little barrier thing for when you record. And yeah, I'm excited to really work on the album and stuff like that. So how have you guys been? How's everybody doing? When is there going to be another High Times video? Jesus Christ, I can't believe I'm still getting those questions. Probably never, bro. Probably never. If you're interested in seeing any sort of content like that, you can check out the Blended podcasts. And yeah, that's really it. But we probably won't end up doing another High Times ever again. Will my brother and I smoke weed on camera and chill and do something very similar? Of course. But yeah. And look, I'm already ready to sneeze. But yeah, so like I said, I've been doing my best to not meme the very serious issues that are going on with like, you know, with everything that's going on, the World War III type shit, you know, fucking Iran and all that. Excuse me. But I couldn't help myself. Sorry. Because it's a super fucking serious thing. Like, there's actually people in Iran right now, little children and fucking humans, that are probably terrified of what's really going on because they're actually in the middle of it. And we're over here in America on some bullshit, making memes and talking shit, making jokes about it. And it's like, it kind of like really made me like annoyed. And like when I first saw people doing that, you know, but I guess it's just kind of like our way of coping with it. Maybe like, I don't know, like it just feels natural to like joke about it in a sense. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But it just is what it is. Whatever. What the fuck ever. All right, let me hit this real quick. Cheers. I hope you guys are having a great 2020. Please tell me how it's going for you guys. Love, love, love. Cars, you're good, bro. Just don't talk shit to people. Oh, that just opened me up instantly. That's another thing that's going on. I have so much phlegm and whatever, like mucus just built up in my face and in my sinuses that my ears have been like clogged for days. They will not, my right ears more so. But I literally just could not unclog my ears no matter what the fuck I did. In the middle of the night the other day, I was sitting there with a hair dryer, like, cause I was like, I looked up all this different shit that you can do. I was sitting there with a hair dryer in my ear, and like it still didn't help. So yeah, I'm still super like congested, and I'm trying to get over it. I can't even really hear correctly in my headphones, but man, this feels good just to be in my fucking garage again. I have not been in here. I moved my computer to my room, so it's just like feels really good. I'm just happy, man. But yeah. One thing I feel like I've learned in the past 10 days or past even two weeks since I did the podcast last is that like sometimes I think I just need to shut the hell up, you know, and like quit acting like I figured everything out and start to understand that like shit's going to go down. Like things are going to happen. Excuse me, sorry. And then I don't know. It's just I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna fucking lose sight of things. And you know, I feel like I was really losing sight of smoking weed responsibly before I got sick. And I was like being irresponsible and spending too much money. And it's like I needed to take a tolerance break either way. And I took 3 days off, and then I got sick as fuck because I got drunk as fuck too. And it was just like, I don't know, whatever. I just need to understand that I'm going to fuck up. I need to keep trying though. Don't lose sight of what the fucking goal is. It was like some Fortnite kid. So I feel like I know for sure. It wasn't his quote, but he said, the only failure, you can only fail if you stop trying. That's the only time that you can truly fail. And that shit hit different. But I was like, yeah, that's true, man. Absolutely. Just don't stop fucking trying. What's up, Polo? How you doing? Just don't stop trying. Just don't stop pushing. Don't think because you fuck up once, you can't continue to just, keep going. Some people, maybe they can. Some people, they don't fuck up ever. But you know what? Who cares? Stop worrying about other people. Just do you, bro. Me talking to myself, So yeah, just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. It feels good. I'm so excited to record music. Telling you, I feel like a new person, just not smoking for 9 days and then being sick and forced to like be in bed and just sit there and do nothing. Like I really do feel like much better. Like I don't know, just in a good place right now. Damn, everybody's sick, dude. Everybody, like my brothers are sick. My sister or my mom was sick. My daughters got sick too. Everybody has been sick and it's crazy. I've never really like got sick like this. Like I'll catch a cold and I'll be messed up for a few nights or, like whatever, or like a body cold or some shit like that. But never to the point where like I can't work or I can't like push through it within a few days. I was bedridden for for like literally a full week. I couldn't get out of bed. Like it was fucked up. What's up, Leroy? How you doing, brother? You think I'm gonna be famous? I don't think so. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't chase the fame aspect to anything. I just want to be successful. I want to be able to have a YouTube channel where I get, people's attention and people like, want to be around. Not necessarily famous. Like that actually sounds horrible to be famous, to like, oh God, to just like go like to the store and like have people recognize me and like want to take pictures with me like all the time and not be able to do stuff like that. Like that sounds like horrible. Like listen to rappers and like artists when they talk about fame. Nobody ever says like, I love being famous. I got all the fame. Oh my God, it's insane. They don't. I mean, many people talk about it like, damn, I just want to be left alone. I can't take a shit in the bathroom without someone standing by it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be famous. I mean, it's like subconsciously, I guess I do, because if you're famous, it somehow entails that you're successful too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think people chase fame because truly they just want to be successful and happy. That's really what it is. But I don't know. It opens up doors, whatever. I feel like I've already had a taste of what fame is, kind of. You know what I mean? I've been recognized at places. I've had people come up to me and sing my music to me and tell me they're huge fans and stuff like that. Like so much so, I've been recognized so much so that I don't even remember every single time that has happened. And that's not me bragging, but it has happened a lot, especially when I was going to a lot of festivals and stuff like that, because obviously people who go to festivals and raves and stuff are probably the same, audience that I have online. But because I've had a taste of it, I feel like I'm not really missing out. But I could totally see why somebody would like I don't know, want that. Whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Yeah. Life is crazy, man. Life is crazy. I do believe money can buy happiness. I agree. I believe to a certain extent, absolutely, money can buy happiness. But eventually, the reality of what's inside is going to hit no matter how much money you got. Trust me, if I was like to somehow get a job or whatever the fuck, get like to a point where I was like making like $150,000 a year, if not more, or a little bit less, whatever, like I feel like I wouldn't have any issues for sure for a while, at least. But eventually I would get used to that lifestyle and reality would fucking hit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm sure that obviously that happens with people who are rich. You hear it all the fucking time. People losing their money, killing themselves, even though they're rich and famous and this and that. So to an extent, money doesn't buy happiness, but for a little while it can, for sure. Because the stress of not being able to pay your bills, or the stress of not knowing where your medical insurance is coming from, or if you can take care of your family and stuff like that, that's huge. And that makes you very unhappy. And to be able to do that would make you very happy. But eventually, like I said, reality will hit. Man, I just want to open up. I don't mean I don't mean like emotionally. I mean, I want to be able to fucking speak right now. I feel like I sound like my nose is plugged. I haven't even noticed how different my voice is. This is my first time hearing myself in headphones in a while. Tell my ghost story to you guys. You guys want to hear a ghost story? This is like, I'll tell you a ghost story. It's not a ghost story, but it's like it's like a spirit story, I guess. And it's totally real, and it gives me shivers every time I fucking talk about it. Gives me shivers? Gives me goosebumps. Gives me goosebumps. Do you guys want to hear it? Let's get some hype in chat if you guys want to hear a fucking ghost story right now. All right, so when I've told this story before, so pardon me if you guys have already heard it. Real quick, cheers. All right, so when I was younger, I lived across the street from my grandma. You know, we were spent a lot of time at my grandma's house. You know, I would say she had a huge hand in raising me. My grandma actually took care of my great grandma, who was her mom. And growing up, my great grandma was like 89. That's the first age I remember her, maybe like 90. But she got up to, I think it was like 94, 95 or something like that before she passed. And I remember her. And she used to help take care of us and everything. She used to walk around with the walker. And she could barely even move. And I just remember her sitting in a certain like corner of the kitchen and always having soup and eating. I have pretty like significant memories of her. Okay, I'm sorry, I got lost there. Okay, spirit story, ghost story. I wouldn't say ghost story though. Anyways, so eventually my great grandma passed away. We had a lot of people over for her funeral, people who I'd never even seen before. Like, this is one of the biggest gatherings I'd ever like seen in my family. Let me backtrack a little bit. My great grandma was being taken care of by my grandma in my grandma's house. My great grandma's room was towards the back of the house. And sometimes my great grandma needed my grandma's help. And if she did, she had this little like remote control bell where she pressed a button and a bell went off in the kitchen. All right. So if she needed something, she pressed the bell. If my grandma was walking around the house, she could hear her that she would need help, and she would go back there and help her. Fast forward, she passes away. And we have a big funeral, a big get together. At the end of the funeral, a lot of people end up coming to our house, to my grandma's house. And people stay for a week, couple weeks. Some people stay for a couple weeks. They just stay the night. There's a lot of people there. It just so happened that my great grandma passed a couple days before her birthday. Her funeral was a couple days before her birthday. Oh, no. Her funeral, if I remember correctly, was on her birthday or something like that. Either way, we still had a lot of people there at the house from the funeral on her birthday, which was either that day or like a day or two after. My grandma decided, for her birthday, she wanted to, excuse me, she wanted to make her a cake and like sing her happy birthday and stuff. So we gather around in the kitchen and we sing happy birthday. And at the end of us singing happy birthday, it just kind of was like a very sad, awkward silence. Nobody really said anything for a few seconds. And then, and this was like I could hear this from the side room where I was at. I didn't want to be in there while they sang happy birthday because I felt like it was making me sad. So I went to the side room and I could hear that everybody sang happy birthday, and right after it was awkward silence. Nobody said anything. A couple people were crying, right? And right in the middle of this silence, the bell that my great grandma rang to get my grandma's help rang. And when I heard that bell ring, I was like, what the fuck? Who would do that? Or why was that? Why? I just was like, what the fuck? So I got out of the side room and walked to the kitchen. And when I walked to the kitchen, everybody looked at me and kind of like looked at me like I was a piece of shit, you know? And I was like, that wasn't me. I had said it out loud, like, that wasn't me. Like, what the fuck? And my grandma walked from the kitchen and she looked like kind of upset. And she walked to the back room where my great grandma used to be and opened this box, unwrapped this plastic, and that's where the little thing was. Or opened a bag or something like that. And that's where the little remote was, and nobody could have knew where it was or touched it. So, yeah, it was kind of insane and weird that somehow went off and nobody was around to touch it, and it hadn't done that, since my great grandma passed. It's never rang on accident. There was no issues with it, and at that moment, right after they sang happy birthday, it went off. So, yeah, it's fucking crazy. I don't know. I feel like in the moment, like that was an insane experience, but I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a fucking great story. I feel like it was. I could probably tell it better. I haven't told that story in a minute. Oh, man. I need to breathe, man. I just need to breathe. What's up, Lizette? Good morning. Stuck at work trying to watch this. I feel you. I feel that. Man, I'm so sick of being stuck at work. I don't mind being stuck at work. I hate the schedule that I have. I love my job. I love that I can be alone most of the time. I have a lot of downtime. I'm able to take care of what I need to take care of and be my own supervisor. I don't have to work with anybody. I get barely any customers. The only downside is that I have to work from 11 o'clock at night till 7 o'clock in the morning. And that I just fucking hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm ready to quit and just start working my security job more. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, you watched the video of my daughter's birthday? Nice. Yeah, we had fun. That was fun. I uploaded a vlog for everybody else that on my daughter's 5th birthday, and that's just taking her to Vegas and circus and stuff like that. And I uploaded it, and it was just it was like a home video. It wasn't like content for anybody. I didn't upload it to get views or to be entertaining. I just uploaded it because I fucking wanted to have it archived in my channel, so I could watch it back, and so they could watch it when I was done. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done that. Thinking I might have Fresco on the podcast next Sunday if he can make it. We'll see. We'll see. Audible car close is the 19 facing felony charges guy. 19 facing felony charges guy. Oh, okay, I remember. Have I been to jail? I have not been to jail. I've gone overnight, in the drunk tank type shit, but that's it. Oh my God. Bro, you can't talk shit to people in my chat. I'm sorry. So annoying. I guess you kind of did fucking call him out there, Leroy. Whatever. I'm fucking done with chat. Man. Excess. That's one issue that I'm always going to have. expunging? No, not expunging. Ex experiencing things in excess. When I enjoy something, I divulge in it in excess, no matter what it is, whether it be the love of my wife, whether it be the love of my kids, whether it be the weed that I smoke, whether it be fucking Coachella, whether it be a certain artist or like a certain topic of YouTube videos. I indulge too much and in excess. I'm addicted to excess, and my self-control is zilch. And I just need to focus on that and keep telling myself, like, it's okay to fucking pace yourself. It's okay to, like, I don't know, to chill, man. Like, god damn, I feel like forever I've like just went crazy. This I don't give a fuck mentality is really, really dangerous in the hands of ignorance. It's it definitely was a great defense mechanism for myself, when I was younger, because I had a lot of shit, like issues that I didn't know how to deal with, and nobody around me knew how to deal with. And being able to be like, I don't give a fuck about anything. Yeah, it fucked my life up a lot, but it also like was a great defense mechanism. It saved me a lot from just bad, worse situations I could have got in. Like, and not even just that, but the positive role models I had when I was younger, like my grandfather, my grandma, even having the Christian religion as a skeleton for my life, like really helped me not get too caught up in really, really bad things. Because if I didn't have the upbringing I had and the role models I had, I could have gotten into like very bad drugs at a young age. I could have gotten a chick pregnant or like been doing a bunch of different things. I could have gotten into gangs, like for sure, all that. And it's just like I think about that now. Like I definitely, like my upbringing as a child, like as a very young child, was very positive, and I had so much love and stuff like that. Yeah, it was probably too much, and I think I was spoiled and taught to be selfish, and like I was just this golden boy who couldn't do anything wrong. But as well, on top of all that, I also had a lot of love, and that's one of the things that really just kind of saved me, to be honest. Because if I didn't have that, I don't know where the fuck I would have went. Thank God. So my son got his bottle from the table. I had left it, and he got it and hit it. He's been crying for I feel you, Via. Don't trip. You're good. Exactly, Via. It's hard to really focus, and like it's hard to understand you have good role models and to really care about them and to understand that they were there and learn from them at a young age. Like at a young age, you're not like, that's my role model. That's you might be like, oh God, you might have a positive role model in your life that you fucking hate as a child. You know what I'm saying? That you fucking hate being around. You think they're lame and boring, but they are a positive role model to you. And they will shape who you become as a human, as an adult, and you don't even understand. It's so funny because you see it now, or I see it now, like with kids. It's like, you don't even understand. Like you act like you hate this person, or you act like you hate me, but like you really don't get, like, I'm the best you got, or they're the best you got, and they're literally the best thing in your life, and they're probably gonna save you from fucking your life up like crazy, and you don't even get it. And even as adults, people don't even realize it. Like, I didn't realize how strong of a role model my grandpa was until like recently. Like, he was one of the only people in my life who was like actually a hard worker, who was actually like, I don't know, just himself, and was able to treat me with respect even as a child. He respected me enough to not treat me like a bitch and to not like over spoil me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, there's a lot of things like that. Life can be good, man. You just gotta fucking allow it to be. I gotta tell myself that every day. Allow yourself to be happy. Allow it. Quit focusing on the negative. Quit thinking that, just fucking look at the good you got. I had an insanely bad experience the other night. And when was it? It was like 4 or 5 days ago. And I felt like shit. I hadn't slept for like the first week of me being sick or so, or not the first week, the first like 5 days, I couldn't sleep. I was sleeping like an hour and a half, maybe 2 at the most at a time, even through the night. And I couldn't stay asleep. And eventually I got to a point where me and my wife kind of got into it about something. And then I think I was supposed to go to work that night, and I was still fucking sick. And I like had a huge mental breakdown, and I hadn't smoked weed. I hadn't slept. I wasn't smoking. I was in a bad spot, and I had a very bad mental breakdown, and I was crying, and I was fucking like, just like, I wasn't like at a place where I was getting like suicidal thoughts or nothing. I mean, that was obviously going through my mind, because that's one of the first things that goes through my mind when I get really, really dark, down in deep darkness like that. But this time it was different. It was like, and I wasn't going to ask anyone for help. Normally I call someone or I talk to someone to get myself out of that. But this time it felt different. Like I wasn't going to do that. I had made it up in my mind. Not only was I not going to do that, but I was going to get my truck fixed that night and take it to work, or say I was going to go to work and then leave. I had made it up in my mind. I was going to lie to my family and take off and like go to a friend's house and just sleep in my truck. And it was terrifying when I had made that up in my mind. That moment I made it up, like, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm probably going to like want to get like some hardcore drugs, like some real drugs, like Percocets or some shit like that. And it got dark and it got sad, and I was terrified. And I eventually, out of pure fear, texted my wife. Appreciate you, Crazy T. Thank you, man. Thank you for the $2, dude. Hell yeah. Thank you. Crazy T says, thanks for the podcast. Hands up, chin down, baby. I love it, dude. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the podcast. Hands up, chin down, baby.
I love it. Thank you, brother. Thank you. So much thank you to you, man. Thank you. So things got really dark and bad in that moment. And like I said, but I eventually got to a point of just straight fear and thinking about like my kids asking my wife like where I am, where I went, was so terrifying. And the fact that I got to that point mentally where I felt like I wanted to go just get bad drugs and go sleep somewhere, really fucking got me. Like I just got to a point where I was so scared I couldn't do it, and I had to text my wife. So, yeah. Anna says, a lot of us are having sleep problems. It's the vibrations of the earth frequencies, plus all this other shit going on around us. I wouldn't be surprised, Anna. Would not be surprised. Leroy, I have three kids. Oh my God, Jesus. I have 2 kids, 5-year-old and a 10-year-old. Anyway, so I was able to get out of that. I was able to get to a place a lot brighter place, a lot more hopeful of a place. And, it was definitely a good thing I got there, and I was able to get out of it without having to smoke weed. It took me 12 hours and constant conversations and tears and hyperventilating to get past it, but I did. And I'm just like, I was so shocked that I got to that point, like so easily. But you know what it was? Is that it's just because I hadn't slept. I had a weird issue going on with my wife, and I felt lonely, and I just wasn't sleeping. I was just all fucked up mentally, but I was able to talk it out, figure it out, and get past it without having to smoke weed. I even packed a bowl and everything. Like I was gonna smoke, even though I was sick as fuck. I was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna smoke. I don't care if it makes me sicker. I don't care if whatever the fuck." And then I didn't hit it. I just continued to talk with my wife, even though she got so fucking sick of it. She was just like, my wife deals with so much. I fucking talk her ear off, and I just give her so much props for just sticking around. But she was struggling with it. I talked to my mom a little bit. But without having to smoke weed and without having to, fuck up or do anything crazy, I got past it, and it was a big, big help because even though I had got that day, I got like bronchitis that night. I'm pretty sure because I was coughing disgusting, and I was like coughing up blood even, and it was bad. I threw up because I was coughing so much. But even though I got more sick that night, I felt better mentally because I was able to get past that mental breakdown. And yeah, so I applied for medical insurance and stuff like that so I can go to see a therapist. And I will definitely be talking about that more and definitely doing that whenever my insurance goes through, because I need to go see a fucking doctor and get a checkup because this sickness stuff got me scared. But I also need to go to therapy. So nothing like that ever happens again, because I will not leave my kids, and I will not fucking I will not allow myself to get to a dark spot like that again, no matter what. So ever. Even drinking like I did the other night, on Christmas Day when I was streaming with you guys. I wish I would have been able to tell you guys that I got off stream after having 2 or 3 beers with you guys, and then chilled out, had some water, and went to bed. But no, I had like 6 more beers after I got off with you guys. I had 8 beers within like 3 hours, which is not like a crazy amount, but kind of is when they're Heineken too. I was fucking drunk, and I think that was a big reason why I got as sick as I did, because I fucked up my immune system right as I was getting sick, and it just hit me deep, and that was a mistake. But it is what it is. We keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? We keep pushing. Yes, VA. Absolutely. Thank you. Growth. That's right. Doing my best. I would have felt like shit if I would have smoked. You know what I'm saying? Like if I would have smoked weed and in an effort to get through that, I don't even think it would have helped, honestly. I mean, it probably would have made me physically feel better and like somewhat mentally, but it was bad. I was in a bad spot, man. I was in a bad spot. Gross. So gross. Leroy, I don't know how Percocets feel. I'm sure bomb as fuck. I mean, I just feel like that was what has gone through my mind when I've gotten to a point where I want to do like bad drugs the past few weeks or months, which is not a lot at all. Like only when I get like really, really dark depressed do I start thinking that way. And I know somebody who has Percocets, so that's why I was like, in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna go fucking buy a Percocet and go fucking chill somewhere, turn off my phone, and fucking sleep in my truck for a couple days. That's really what I was gonna fucking do. Oh my God, that's so pathetic. Oh my fucking God, that's so fucking lame. And my life is so good. It's such a beautiful family and a house and a dog and a fucking YouTube channel that people who give a fuck, and just like, I still somehow get to a point where I feel like so depressed and so sad that I want to go sleep in a fucking cold truck in the snow on Percocets. It snowed like crazy while I was sick too. Like crazy as fuck. That Christmas Day or Christmas night, it fucking snowed. I woke up like later that night or the next day or some shit like that, and looked out my window, and it was blanketed in snow in my backyard. In the dead, I was like, okay, it was like it's had snowed, and it was so cold, so bad that I was like, it literally kind of made me nervous about like global warming and climate control type shit. I was like, this is not normal. This is not normal. Like, what the fuck is happening? But I mean, I don't mind shit. I mean, the weather here is okay. If it starts getting colder in the winters and like, we get snow, I feel like we could adapt. Shit. But what's really scary is the people who live in like Florida. Because, Florida's not going to be there in like 20 years, I think, maybe a little more. I mean, I don't know if it is or isn't, but I'm pretty sure that there's like parts of Florida and stuff like that they say is actually going to be under sea level in not that long. In the desert, yep. Mm-hmm. In the desert, we were blanketed with snow on multiple days this winter. It was crazy. Fucking crazy. Oh, man. At the same time, though, like when I think about it, like I was thinking about it, like I feel like my therapy truly is and has been this YouTube channel and doing things like this podcast, making music. And I think that it's dangerous because it's almost like self-medicating mental health, mental issues, It's the same way like smoking weed is like self-medicating like your physical anxiety and physical issues. I feel like for me, doing a podcast and making YouTube videos and making music is self-medicating my mental issues and mental sickness. And it's kind of like I've been doing that for a long ass time. Like, what the hell? And why? I think that's a big reason why I get lost. Like I get so lost in because I'll kick back and I won't do anything because it's hard work and I get lazy. So like, yeah, I just think that's what's so dangerous about it is it's not like something you are forced to do, like therapy, on a appointment basis type thing. But I don't know. I've never really had, too many issues, I guess, when I was really, really into content and like making stuff, It was like I have moments, but you guys save me every time. Every time YouTube saves me. Every time I feel lonely, it's like one of the things I turn to is this YouTube channel. I'm like, oh shit, I got people who care, at least a few. Some of them are there just to see me fucking my demise. Some of them are there just because they want to hear the cool drug stories I've told. But some of them actually give a fuck. It's nice. It's good to know. I am still smoking weed, Matthew. Absolutely. Actually, speaking of smoking weed, let's smoke some weed. I just gotta focus though on smoking weed the right way and responsibly and not like overdoing it because sometimes I'll get like way too dependent and fucking just be a trash can. Happy New Year, Em. Thank you. We are doing great. We're just all getting over being sick. Thank you, though. Thank you. Don't forget, guys, if you guys are interested in becoming a member, you can. Just hit the join button. And on top of all these, just on top of supporting for only $1.99, you get these cool fucking little emojis here you could use in chat. There's a bunch of other perks and stuff like that for higher tiers. It's just the easiest and most consistent way to be able to support if you guys are interested. I'm trying to do my best to start talking about it more because I kind of fucking never do. But yeah. Cheers. Happy New Year, Matthew. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Daniel Moya? That's a thick ass boy right there. Nigga said do it. Bro, I ain't thick. Look at me. Bro, look at my face. You can see my cheekbones. Look. You see my cheekbones? Motherfucker, I have been putting in work on this weight, baby. Look at that. Look at you can see my fucking chin bones. You see my chin bones? Shit. I love that YouTube finally did that. Yeah, me too. For sure. I do. I should have looked into it for quicker. I had to actually email them and like talk to a couple people to get it to happen, but probably could have had that join button for a while. Oh man, it's so nice to be in the garage again. I got a little radiator heater my mom got me for Christmas. So it's like this electric radiator heater thing. And it's like, it definitely lowers the temperature in here, like 10 degrees or so, it feels like. Maybe a little less than 10 degrees. But it's a garage, and it's like a small little heater. So it's like, it doesn't really like, I think with that and a small little space heater, I'd be fucking chilling. I just need to get one more little tiny little $15, $20 heater. Next IG neck model, baby. That's right. Got that fire ass neck, boy. Fire neck, boy. Me was had the same idea. No, I'm losing. I lost a bunch of weight, Leroy. I went down to 203. I eventually got to a point where I weighed myself one morning and I was at 203. And I'm like constantly walking around at like 213, 214. So to look down and like see 203, I like felt disgusted. I felt like uncomfortable. I was like, what the fuck? That shit don't make no sense at all. It's so fucking weird. It was so weird. You never look down at the fucking scale and just be like, oh, it's just like, you just feel like uncomfortable and weird, like a Twilight Zone episode or some shit. Fucking Black Mirror. No, his name is Leroy. He spelled it wrong. So like, see Leroy, you out here confusing people. He said he likes it like that because it makes him seem autistic. Or no, not autistic. What's the word? A dyslexic. Do I water fast? Yeah, I've water fasted before. Fasted. I might do it. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow. I can't really do that right now because I'm sick. You know, I gotta keep drinking like fluids, and once I feel back to normal, I will. Water fast is like basically you just drink water only. It's just like intermittent fasting and stuff like that. It's amazing. It really makes you feel good. Like really does. It does. I definitely need to do that when I get better right away. Shit, nah, muscle. I'm just tall. I'm 6'2". So like shit, I look small, but I'm just tall. And I'm fat. I got like thick ass thighs, you know what I'm saying? Thick as fuck. Dude, you never answered our right now. What? It's good. It's good. It's fire. I'm telling you. Do like 16 hours. Just water. No water for 16 hours. It's not that hard. 16 hours is not that good. But the time I did, or the couple times that I've done 24 hours, it sucks. That last like 4 hours kind of sucks, but it feels great. Like there's science behind it. Basically what it does is like fasting fucking gets you in touch with your natural human nature. Like constantly eating all the fucking time is so not normal for any animal ever. And it's like, just to constantly be snacking and eating is just not good for us. It's not normal. I mean, it's definitely not good for us physically, but unless you're eating healthy stuff. But either way, it's not how we're naturally supposed to be. We're naturally supposed to be, we're hungry. And when our bodies are hungry, our mind changes. And things are, your senses are more acute and your senses are more aware. And that's, in my opinion, this is a very stupid way of explaining it. There's better way people out there could do it, but in my opinion, that has a lot to do with the fact that it's like people. It's getting you in touch with you as a like a ancient man or ancient woman being hungry and needing to hunt, and like just being more aware and like on top of things, because you do feel like you feel good when you're hungry. Once you get used to being hungry and you kind of get past like the feeling of it, you just feel better. You feel like everything, you're just a little more quick and you know, but it's really just a dumbass trying to explain it. There's actual science behind it, and it shows like after you like hit, I think it's like 18 or 20 hours, maybe 20, something like that, your cells actually begin to die and you generate new cells and fat in your fats and stuff like that. I'm a big dummy, so I should be able to explain this better, but there's science behind it. And I'm telling you, it fucking feels great. Do a 24-hour fast one day, plan out a meal to have it at the end of your 24 hours, and have that meal at 24 hours. It will be, I'm telling you, and after you eat, even after you eat, you'll just feel better. You just feel like have a lot of energy and stuff like that. My wife has done 3 days before. I think that's fucking crazy. 3 days is nuts. I can't even imagine. I think anything past 3 days is like, come on, what are you doing? Like that's what's happening. Like you're taking, okay, calm down. Like, you know, eat something, please. Do I have scorpions in my house? Absolutely not. Hell the fuck no. Yeah, Via, you I'm 6'2", baby. Shit. Yeah, people always get surprised when they see me IRL. Big, tall, sloppy looking, Gumby looking fool. You're doing 5 tomorrow? You're going to do a 5-hour fast? Good shit. That's what's up. Oh, shit. Man. I'm kind of pissed I didn't get my daily high club box in December. Kind of annoying. I wrote the lady too, like, hey, are you guys going to send out boxes? Like, because sometimes they have issues and they don't. And last Christmas, I didn't get my box because of some weird issue. And then this year, I didn't get the December one again. I even said, like, if you guys can't, like, if you guys aren't sending them out to your creators or whatever, the people who like, what's the word? Your influencers, then I'll buy one. Like, I just want to keep my collection up. And she said, no, we're going to send them out, blah, blah, blah. And I never got one. Daily High Club's still amazing, but yeah. Do it, M. I'm telling you. It's fucking fire, dude. I will recommend it till I die to people because that shit is great. Yeah. There's people who do it like all the time. They do like 16-hour intermittent fasting. So they're like, if let's say you go to bed at like 9 or 10, you stop eating at 10, right? And then you go until 10 the next day, which is 12 hours, and then 4 hours past that would be 2. So you go to bed at 10, and then you don't eat the next day until 2 in the afternoon, which is not like crazy to fucking think about. You know what I mean? You can drink coffee, you can have water, you can have certain type of like caloric, like 0-calorie drinks and stuff like that. You can do certain things, but yeah, you have to have black coffee though. No sugar, no cream. But some people do that 16-hour shit every day. Some people do it all the time. Like the guys in Silicon Valley, like all the coders and shit, they all intermittent fast because they see all the like benefits to it. It reminds me a lot of if you intermittent fast and microdose, you're a fucking superhero. That's really what I should do, man. Imagine 16-hour intermittent fast every day, microdosing, and just masturbating like 4 or 5 times a day. You will fucking learn to fly, baby. You will fucking evolve. You will fucking do the like the evolution sound on Pokemon Red type shit. You will become your next true self. Or don't masturbate ever. I don't know which one's better. Which way should you go? Extreme masturbation or no masturbation? Either way, you're gonna fucking fly. I'm masturbating right now. Yeah, that's what they talk. You said clean out the stomach. It's funny because they talk about that. It's like your gut biome. It's something that about like how whatever you eat tends to affect your mental like quite a bit more than we really understand or talk about. That's why they say like breakfast, right? That's you breaking your fast. I don't know if that's really the science behind why that word is what it is or whatever, or not the science, but the origin of it. But that's you breaking your fast. That's why they say breakfast is so important. It's not necessarily you have to eat right when you wake up, but why it's so important is because it's what you eat that breaks your fast, that makes, that chooses, that affects how your mind. So if you eat a breakfast, should eat something like very healthy, even if it's small and doesn't matter really when. The longer you can wait, the better though. If you can wake up and just have fucking black coffee or like a water or something like that. There's even actually 0 calorie, 0 sugar energy drinks you can get. And there's like people who like debate it because there's natural sweeteners and stuff like that in it. But if you do your research, there's not really anything like solid, like no solid information that really says that artificial sweeteners kick you out of ketosis or have any sort of like negative effect on your fasting. People say if you're fasting because you want to keep your insulin down, which is like people with diabetes do that, then yeah, there's studies that show that it may, or it's kind of like a little bit less of a gray area about raising your insulin, but kicking you out of ketosis and stuff like that, it doesn't, in my opinion, and according to research I've done, it's not really that solid that it does that. So you can have a certain type of not 0 calorie, 0 sugar energy drink, in my opinion, and still be okay. But yeah, so it's a trip. It's a trip. I really don't know like anything, and I hope I'm not like totally butchering any of this information, but this is like just shit that I've learned and figured out over time about fasting, about what to drink and what to eat and stuff like that. I'm not a diabetic now, nah. But people who have diabetes tend to fast as well. So exactly, Em, you're right. And Polo says if you care about health, no alcohol. Absolutely. It's funny. I had a beer. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday or no, Friday. Friday night. Friday was like the first day where I legitimately just felt like, oh fuck, I'm gonna be okay. I'm okay, like kind of today. Like I still had a cough and I was still like congested, but I was like, oh shit, I can get out of bed now, But I fucking Friday, what was I talking about? I lost it. What was it? What was I fucking talking about? Oh, health. I don't fucking remember. I don't know where I was going with that. Do in the morning, what we do? What? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I have no idea where I was going with that. But yeah, so damn it. I want to know what I was going to go with that. It's so annoying. I'm just like totally drawing a blank now. Whatever. Gotta stay healthy, man. Sex in the morning is great for the immune system. Yep. Absolutely. Oh, I was talking about beer. So Friday, I felt better. Damn it. Yeah, good I remembered. Okay, so Friday, I woke up and I like went and got a new battery for the truck. I fucking did a few different things. I cleaned my back. Oh no, that was yesterday. Anyways, I felt good Friday. So Friday night, me and my wife went to go like on a little date. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings because I got a gift card for there, and I had a tall Heineken on draft, and I really started to feel like shit when I was there. Like I was like, fuck. I started getting hot and like itchy. I was like, damn, I am not okay enough to be out like this. But I drank that beer, and the beer like made me feel like a little bit better. It really did. But then that night when I got back, I was like, oh God, now I remember what it's like. I had like hints and reminders of like, damn, oh yeah, it makes you feel good, but then it kind of knocks you down, and it kind of makes you like want to keep drinking. And if you don't keep drinking, you feel like a little out of it. I just felt the physical aspects to stopping drinking. Like I had a big, tall Heineken, and then either way, it was nice though. It was a nice experience, like going out and having hot wings and stuff like that. I did not have a dope New Year's Eve and Christmas. Nope. I mean, I had a good like Christmas Eve with my family here at my house. But after that Christmas Day, I went to my wife was gone, and she went with her family because I had to work that night, and I was so fucking sick. It was bad. It was really bad, guys. I was just really bad. Christmas Eve or the day after Christmas was the day I got sick. I'm remembering. Anyway, so Christmas was really bad, and then that Friday after Christmas, we planned. Everybody on my dad's side of the family, we had planned to go to my grandma's that night and celebrate Christmas Friday night. I almost didn't go because I was so fucking flu sick, like sick with the flu. And my wife kind of got upset and was like, this and that, blah, 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 whatever. Guys, I don't think she really believed and understood how sick I was. But I eventually was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go. And I felt like shit. My whole family, like, had Christmas. They got fucking all this food and we're chilling. I could not leave my grandma's back room I couldn't do it. I did it once to try to eat some pozole, but I just could not get out of bed. I was so sick. I couldn't even get out of bed towards the end of the night when they started opening presents. I didn't even experience that. It was so fucked up. And what's even worse about it is I was actually really, really looking forward to experiencing Christmas at my grandma's house again. It had been a long time. And when I was young, she always had this table. And I don't know if any of you guys have like a grandma or a relative who did it before. But when I was young, she always had this table, and she would make like this town with all these like figurines and like these little like dolls and stuff like that and like buildings. And she would create this like Christmas town on a table. And I remember when I was younger, it was like psychedelic. It was like legitimately like everything was moving. Like my memory of it as a kid was like my imagination was so fucking great at the time. I would look around at the little town that she would create, and there was like kids walking around and an ice skating rink, and I would look at it as a child, and I have a specific memory of this, and thinking like it was moving. Everything was moving. And I feel like that was literally just my imagination as a child and the Christmas spirit. And like it was fucking magical. My memory of that shit is magical. And she hadn't done it in a long time. She hadn't done it in years and years and years. And I've been bugging her about it, like, oh, please do it. I want to see it again. And she did it this time. And it was so cool to see. Even though I was sick, I wanted to just stand there and like for as long as I could and just look at it. And it was so cool. And it was dope. And I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, this shit is not alive. My memory of it was, don't get me wrong, it was still dope, and I loved that she did it, and it was amazing. But how I was looking at it and what my memory was like, oh, it was like life, just like, hey, bah, you're not a kid anymore. Bah, your imagination sucks. Bah. So yeah. But I mean, it was nice. I liked going. I just wish I could have fucking enjoyed it. I called her the other day and was like, Grandma, please, can we do this next year? Please. I just want to be able to enjoy it and hang out with my family, and like, it just really, really sucked that I couldn't do it. Like, we planned on spending the night. I left early. Like, it was bad. It was sad. It really, really made me sad. And I think the holidays were really bad for me, because of all the issues I had. That happened. My wife had to leave on Christmas Day because that was the day that she was planning to hang out with her family, but I had to work, so I couldn't go with her. And I was alone on Christmas. Then I got sick as fuck. Fucking Jane's dumbass, my dog, left And she's never left our yard ever, but she got out, and I thought for like a little while that she ran away and I just wasn't going to find her on Christmas when I woke up. It was just, kind of like a shitty holiday. And I think that's why later in the week I got really, really depressed and sad and got bad. But yeah, it is what it is. I feel much better now. I know, Via. She says it's because we were kids and had big imaginations, seeing things that weren't really happening. It's insane because in my mind, I looked at it and I was like, I remember all of this moving. I remember like it snowing for real. I remember a psychedelic experience. It was nuts. It was just like, damn. But yeah, it's a trip. It's a trip to really like look at something that you used to look at as a child and then be like, holy, yeah, my imagination sucks. Maybe next year I'll take some fucking mushrooms and then it'll come right back to life how it used to. It would. Oh my God. She's got to do it, dude. She's got to do it. And I'm going to like, I don't know, what would be good to do? Like some ketamine so I could just look at it real quick and then feel better in like 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll do a bump of K. Well, perfect. But K doesn't make you really hallucinate like that. Maybe some DMT. If I do some DMT, yeah. Just like enough to not break through, just be like all visual. It's like, oh, yeah, that'll do it. Steph, oh yeah, you like that? That's the homie right there. That's the homie. Thanks for stopping by, Steph. I appreciate you. Oh man, that's funny. All right, guys. Well, this has been amazing. You guys are so awesome. I'm so happy that I was able to get back out here and do this again. I can't wait to continue to do it. I'm gonna see if the homie will come on next week, and we'll chat with him and hang out with him. We'll see. I don't know. I kind of miss you guys. I kind of like this talking like this. But I'm gonna go ahead and take off. If there's any last minute questions, go ahead and hit me up in chat. Let's see. What do we got coming? The Mindfuck album. I'm actually gonna get off right now and upload the podcast and do everything I need to do. But then I'm going to jump right into the studio and I bought my new little vocal isolator thing, which I should be getting sometime today, and work on the album straight away and really just put in. Like, I'm just excited about that. So look forward to the new album coming out. It'll be here on this YouTube channel. When am I playing Fortnite again? Shit, I don't know. I didn't play Fortnite for a minute. I played last night with Danny for a little while, but it's been a minute. It's been, even before that, I hadn't played at all. So, yeah. Appreciate you, Leroy. Thank you. I will stream it though soon. That'll be fun. We just got to feel better. And I got actually a couple things that make streaming a little better for me. So, try to do 10 push-ups, you'll feel better. Shit, I cannot. I cannot. I'll fucking do so. I'll definitely do some though, and trust me, I as far as my physical fitness, it's coming, bro. I just got like this poster with all these little workout things, and then I got my eyes on a certain treadmill at Walmart, which we'll be getting in probably 30 days when we get our taxes, or 30 days or so when we get our taxes back. So yeah, I appreciate it. And the health is coming. We'll do some workout streams. You guys ready for some workout streams? That would be so much fun. That'd be so stupid. Oh, that'd be fun. I love you guys though. This has been so much fun. You guys are amazing. Thank you to Crazy T for the $2. You're the man. Appreciate you. Via, Leroy, M, Steph, Via again. Who else was here? Did I say Leroy? Yeah. Joe, Polo, Daniel Moya stopped in. We've been chilling. Shout out to Ren. I don't know why, but just shout out to Ren. Who else is? Kyle was here too. Let's shout out to Kyle, all the members. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Smoke something, drink something, be happy, be yourself, enjoy the rest of your fucking Sunday. Go outside, hang out with your family, go kiss someone on the lips, fucking go fuck a little bit, just a little bit, Later. Love you guys.